There she is, New Shepard live on the launch pad, preparing to take Chris Boshausen, Glenn DeVries, our very own Audrey Powers, and Captain Kirk himself, the legendary William Shatner, to space. Today at Blue Origin's Launch Site 1 in West Texas is our second human flight.
The human need to explore is deep within all of us. Our ancestors crossed mountain ranges, sailed open oceans to map new lands, and sought out the unknown while always looking to the stars. We're curious, and now we're at a place where we can pioneer new horizons. Because Earth, this blue planet and all its beauty, is just our starting place.
It's time.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, command engine start, 2, 1.
And lift off.
Oh yeah, look at her go.
5,000 feet and climbing.
Now is the time to open the promise of space to all and lay the way for generations to come. When our descendants look to the stars, perhaps from a rocky moon or colonies floating in open space, they'll remember this time. When they reflect on where it started, they'll remember this place. And when they honor those first explorers who said, "Let's go,"
This is Blue Moon.
they'll remember these bold steps. We are of Blue Origin. And this is just the beginning.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ariane Cornell, and on behalf of everybody at Blue Origin, I'm thrilled to welcome you to our second human flight. 4 astronauts will launch to space and back on board our New Shepard rocket, safely flown 17 successful consecutive missions. I'm joined at the desk today with my co-host, Jackie Cortez. What up, girl? How you doing?
Thanks, Ariane. It's so great to be here with you today. It's been amazing to be down at Launch Site 1 the past couple days, meet the crew, see the team hard at work, and shortly we'll have 4 newly minted astronauts, so that's very exciting as well.
A big morning. So glad to have you here with being my partner in crime for the day. Okay, let's get into it. You're going to notice here that we're on a new set. The same winds that delayed our launch just a day also affected our outdoor set. So out of abundance of caution, we decided to move inside just a mile down the road. But we're here in Texas to bring you all the action live. Now, earlier this morning, our astronauts arrived to the Astronaut Training Center. We've got a little bit of footage of that. Let's check it out. So you see they're getting out of those Rivians. Very cool cars, those Rivians. They're almost like rocket ships themselves. And everybody in good spirits this morning, waving. They got that astronaut energy. They are ready to go to space and back, indeed. And there they go inside the Astronaut Training Center. That's where they've spent the last couple of days learning from our crew member 7, Sarah Knights. And we'll go through all of the training that they also have gone through. It's been a big couple of days for them, but I know that they feel prepared and ready to go. All right, that's some good stuff. We've got 4 incredible individuals on the rocket today, all of them inspiring in their own ways, and all of them focused on inspiring others. As noted, today we are flying customers Chris Boshausen and Glenn DeVries, Blue Origin's Vice President of Mission and Flight Operations, Audrey Powers, and of course, cultural icon William Shatner.
Well, of course. And with regards to Mr. Shatner, many of us pursued the space industry, myself included, and joined Blue Origin because of early inspiration from watching shows like Star Trek. So this is a pinch me moment for all of us to see Captain James Tiberius Kirk go to space. Really? And maybe for today, we'll need to rename our capsule from the RSS First Step to the RSS Enterprise, but just for today.
Well, let's see if the Twitter picks that up. By the way, you know it's serious when you use somebody's middle name.
Right.
It is real. Captain Kirk is going to space today. Now, every mission on this journey is important, and every mission will be unique. So far, 593 people have gone to space up to this moment. But today, we will send numbers 594, 595, 596, and 597 to space and back. And next year, we're expecting several missions more. Every mission with humans on board is an incredibly inspiring shared experience. For example, today, we know Star Trek fans around the world are rejoicing that their beloved Captain Kirk is really going to space. And Audrey Powers, she represents all of us here at Blue Origin and everybody who works in the space industry that shares this collective dream of one day going to space.
Absolutely, present company included.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ariane and I would love to be out there. We wanted to take a moment to remind everyone that this is just the beginning of a cultural shift in our history with the work Blue is doing and the work being done across the entire space industry. We live in an incredible era where people will go to space and from up above, they'll get to see the fragility of Earth. While we can't predict how that will change us, it's likely that as more and more people have this experience that less than 600 people have had to date, there will be a tipping point for humanity's viewpoint of the Earth back here on Earth. So a huge thank you to everyone out there who believes in this mission and to everyone at Team Blue across all of our sites who Ariane and I know work tirelessly to make these moments possible.
That's exactly right, Jackie. And at the center of it all here at Blue Origin is safety. Safety is embedded in everything that we do. Our collaborative environment is grounded in our leadership principles, which are ownership, humility, and technical ambition.
And safety has been baked into the design of New Shepard from day one. It's a robust vehicle designed with high margins. We've actually determined the design can handle substantially more than what we see in flights. The crew capsule has the ability to escape at any moment if a booster problem is detected. There are redundant flight computers, separation systems, parachutes, and sensors, to just name a few.
That's right. And we have backups to the backups. In many of the cases, we got backups to the backups to the backups. So there's so much redundancy built into the system from the very beginning. And as mentioned, we've successfully flown New Shepard 17 consecutive times successfully, including 2 capsule escape tests, plus an additional pad escape test. All of them gone well. Now, driving all of this incredible success with New Shepard is our Blue Origin team. They are professional operators, fully certified through practice and examination, and the team trains for both nominal scenarios, but of course also off-nominal scenarios.
That's right. And actually, for over 12 months before first human flight back in July, New Shepard went through many verification and readiness reviews, both internally, but more importantly, outside of the company. We had external consultants with deep experience on NASA human spaceflight programs that were part of these reviews. And unanimously, this team determined that New Shepard met the highest standards for certification.
And that's what got us to first human flight, but that's not where it stops. We have an ongoing cycle of continuous improvement that has spanned over a decade of development, and that is going to continue indefinitely into the future. We learn after every single flight. So yes, New Shepard is built on a commitment to safety. And with that, why don't we take a look at this magnificent rocket on the pad, ready to fly humans to space today. Jackie, we are we were just talking about safety here at Blue, and to remind people, we're not in a test program anymore. We spent 5 years, over 5 years in fact, testing, and now we're fully into customer flight operations, and safety has never mattered more. For a greater and even better perspective on safety, a couple days ago I had the opportunity to sit down with Blue Origin's Senior Director of New Shepard Safety and Mission Assurance, Andrew Lake. Let's hear it from him. Andrew, you have such an important role at Blue Origin. So at Blue, when we say safety is a top priority, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's interesting, this idea of safety as a priority. And there are a lot of ways to think about this, but I see safety more as a core value that you build a business around. And a business like what we were thinking about for New Shepard and what Blue is doing in general is animated around this idea of safe and reliable systems.
So New Shepard went through this extensive test program, right? And we flew for, 5-6 years before we put people on board. How do you know that you're done?
In a certain sense.
Instilling safety into both the vehicle and the how it operates.
Yeah, there are a couple ways you kind of go about it. The first thing you have to do is you have to set goals, safety performance goals, safety performance thresholds, to help you understand when you've met those thresholds. But in any program, you're never really done. You always want to look for opportunities to improve the system, both operationally, both for safety, both for reliability as well. And so we always have to maintain a humility that comes with flying rockets with these kinds of energies involved. And so we, and the ops team that we're about to go fly this mission, I've never seen a team more diligent, more patient, and the constant awareness and the vigilance required to raise issues and make sure they're addressed before we decide that it's time to fly people.
It's taken a team of people to get to this point, to be flying people on New Shepard. What would you say to this team?
I'm humbled to work with this team. It would be lying to say that 3 people who happen to have voted as part of a much larger tech for human flight certification are the people who decided that we're safe enough. Hundreds of people have put their blood, sweat, and tears into this program. Each of them just immensely individually focused on not just the safety of the system, but the reliability of the system. And then there is the work that our team does to kind of partner with them to help them achieve these goals. I am immensely grateful for the opportunity to work with them, and I'm humbled to have an opportunity to kind of lead the safety mission assurance efforts with this team.
Well, tell me this. Would you fly on New Shepard?
I would, and let me just say this.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people at Blue that would be excited to fly New Shepard, and I'm happy to count myself as one of them. It's a fantastic system. It's a very robust system. And yeah, if I ever had the opportunity to fly, I'll wink a little bit at the folks making these decisions. I would be super excited.
Fantastic. Well, I hope we get to go one day.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you.
Well, that was a great conversation, Ariane, and it's clear that Andrew and his team drive a stringent safety approach across everything we do at Blue Origin.
Listening to Andrew really provides some really good, meaty context around the safety culture here at Blue and how we implement it, most importantly. Okay, we're at about T-minus 1 hour and 16 minutes to go until launch. In a moment, we'll turn our attention to today's crew. But before we meet them, let's briefly take a look back at our first human flight just 3 months ago.
Hello, crew. Wally.
Feels good to be in the flight suit.
Getting butterflies in my belly.
Crew. Yeah. Welcome to launch day.
Amazon founder Jeff Bezos ready for liftoff.
Blue Origin tiene previsto enviar a su primer astronauta al espacio.
Blue Origin 社の宇宙船ニューシェパードは
New Shepard, космический корабль Джеффа Безоса, вернулся на Землю.
You can see Jeff Bezos realized the dream he's had since a child.
Just minutes from now, Jeff Bezos is about to blast off into space, and they are ready to go.
The mission comes exactly 52 years to the day after the historic Apollo 11 lunar module touched down on the surface of the moon.
7, 6, 5, 4, command, start, 2,
see it right there. Blue Origin has begun its liftoff into space.
There is MECO, main engine cutoff. A beautiful shot. Look at that view.
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's incredible. Just a little.
That's great.
Can you move?
I'm
Woo!
Oh,
wow,
my God,
wow,
you
wow. It does change you. It
Don't
does.
forget to look out the window.
Oh, wow.
That pinpoint landing, I mean, Anderson, that's a thing of beauty for Blue Origin. This is now the third time that booster has flown to space.
Here comes the crew capsule back from space. Here are the mains out. And touchdown. Welcome back, New Shepard.
You call Blue Origin the most important thing that you will do in your entire career.
We need to build a road to space. We have to work on the here and now. And we have to look to the future.
I was right here at the desk that day, and yes, it was quite an emotional experience for everybody involved. You know, watching that video makes me feel like I was part of something that was really special. And today we can feel that same great energy. Why don't we meet the crew that's going to space in just 1 hour? Former NASA engineer and the founder of satellite company Planet Labs, Chris Bosshausen, is a flying customer today, and he'll be the very first full Australian citizen to go to space. Chris is in seat number 4. Another customer flying today is Glenn DeVries. He's the co-founder of medical company Medidata. And fun fact, there's actually a website called Is Glenn DeVries in Space right now? And over the last couple of days, or until today, the answer was no. But today, it says yes. That's super cool. Glenn is in seat number 6.
And in seat number 1 on the capsule today, someone very near and dear to Ariane and I's hearts and everyone at Team Blue is Audrey Powers, Blue Origin's Vice President of Mission and Flight Operations. She is truly one of the space industry's shining stars, and we're absolutely thrilled that she's on today's flight. And by the way, Audrey's a pilot, but today she's going to get a little bit of an upgrade to astronaut. So that's also great.
That's a mean upgrade.
And last but most certainly not least, here's the great William Shatner. He's been in the zeitgeist for over 50 years and is flying to space today in seat number 3. Mr. Shatner is 90 years old, which, having met him, I just can't believe. And as such, he'll become the oldest person ever to go to space. It's a crew capsule full of fascinating people who, in just a short while, will enjoy the ride of their lives. What have they been doing since their arrival here at Launch Site 1? Let's take a look.
When I was a kid, I would make model rockets. There was a book available called the Space Shuttle Operator's Manual, and I would pore over it for hours. The idea that I'm actually going to get on top of a rocket in a couple days is just hard to fathom.
Right.
I think I reached a certain age and I had given up on the idea that I would go to space. In my role in mission and flight operations, we were waiting to hear who the 4th astronaut was. One of my very good friends and colleagues, Michael Edmonds, called me and said, on behalf of Jeff and the senior leadership team, we'd like you to represent Team Blue and fly as the 4th astronaut.
I don't know how many billions of humans have ever existed, but fewer than 600 people have seen the Earth from space. The curvature of the Earth, the thin line of the atmosphere, the blackness of space. You know, I'm happy to be one of the people to put my hand up and say, yeah, I understand the risks. I've worked in this industry my whole life. But I think it's important enough that we should do it, and to show other people that this is something that is coming and something that will be available for them and may have some impact in their life in the future. Captain James T. Kirk, I think William Shatner is the best possible co-passenger I could have for this flight. He was obviously a great hero of mine and many, many, many other space people.
Having played the role of Captain Kirk, everybody assigns me the knowledge that a futuristic astronaut would have, but I've always been consumed with curiosity, and it's the adventure that I feel so good doing.
I was teary-eyed at this opportunity has befallen me. It's one of those moments where your life just flashes before your eyes, you know, like the Air and Space Museum when I was 6 and when my parents bought me that telescope, working on the space station and getting this job at Blue. Chris and Glenn and Bill, it's so great because they're great people. It's a wonderful feeling now knowing that our names will be linked forever.
That's really good.
I had the privilege to go through that astronaut training, and let me tell you, it was incredible. And I know that our 4 astronauts today feel very prepared for their journey to space. I have to say, one of the best things, obviously, they make you feel very comfortable with the rocket, with the team, but most importantly, you yourself feel prepared, like you can do that flight to space and enjoy it.
Yes, and I'm still very jealous that you got to do the astronaut training. I know you try and downplay it, but I saw those Blue Origin Blue cocktails at the astronaut village, and I think it was very fun, and I'm still jealous.
It was. We can have the cocktails together.
Well, getting back to today's launch, let's set the stage for how things are going to unfold today. Coming up shortly, at just around T-minus 54 minutes, we'll join our astronauts inside the Astronaut Training Center for a tradition that began on our first human flight, the coin ceremony. This is where our crew member 7, who's responsible for training and flight safety, presents our astronauts with this very special coin you see on screen to fly with them today. Quite a unique and well-earned keepsake for each of today's crew members.
That's right, and from there, Capcom, or Capsule Communicator, will signal it's time to begin the astronaut load-in process. That's at T-minus 45 minutes. Now, Capcom is crew member 7's other half. On this mission, Capcom is Kevin Sprague. There he is, getting ready for flight. And Sarah Knights is our crew member 7. So for those of you that tuned in for our first flight, they have basically swapped roles for the day. Both of them extraordinarily well trained in both of those roles, and they're both outstanding people to be guiding our astronauts to space and back. All right, we're gonna, I look forward to hearing more from Kevin actually, because he's got some great words to share with our astronauts once they're on board the capsule and of course through their flight.
Yes, and let's step through some milestone moments that are going to unfold right after the coin ceremony. First, at around T-minus 44, we'll get that go for astronaut load. At this point, our astronauts will board those Rivians that Ariane mentioned earlier. They definitely look like spaceships, especially with the juxtaposition of the desert here. Once they're in the Rivians, our astronauts will drive down the road to space, out to the launch pad. It's about 2 miles. And once they get down there, of course, it's photo time, because if you didn't take a photo,
if it's not on the gram, it never happened.
It's not on the gram, you didn't go to space. So they'll get their crew photo at this point, and once they disembark from the Rivians, they'll begin to ascend that tower. I know Captain Kirk and crew probably wish they could be transported into the capsule, but we don't have that technology quite
Our advanced development program is working on it, Jackie. We just have to be patient.
I have confidence in them. Once they ascend the tower, they'll briefly be in their safety room at the top, and they're awaiting word to ingress the crew capsule. They'll get all buckled up with crew member 7, and we anticipate about T-minus 29 minutes for that hatch to close.
Now, at T-minus 24 minutes, again, we close the hatch, and that's when Kevin Sprague in Capcom takes over, and we move into the final countdown, which of course takes us to the best part, the launch.
And that mission ends once the crew capsule safely touches down back here in the West Texas desert. And then it's celebration time. It's champagne showers.
Champagne showers. Rocket launches, champagne showers.
Right, and we'll have welcomed back 4 brand new astronauts to Earth.
Now, today's crew will have a special guest traveling with them during the astronaut load-in process. Our founder, Jeff Bezos, will be with the astronauts all the way up the tower and to the crew capsule. Some incredible moments to look forward to today. Kind of fun to have Jeff Bezos himself, you know, be your chauffeur out to the rocket. That's not too shabby.
Oh no, that's a pretty special crew member 8, and we're gonna have to make sure he actually disembarks at the end and doesn't want to try and go up with them again.
I know. We know he had a really good time on the first time around. Good thing we got those cameras up there. Okay, Jackie, why don't we take a quick breather here and let's check out New Shepard on the pad as she gets ready to fly to space and back today with our second human spaceflight crew. Welcome back, everybody. If you're just joining us, we're about T-minus 1 hour and 3 minutes to go until our second human crew launches to space and back. In just a few minutes, we are going to bring you the special coin ceremony that we noted earlier. But before we do that, why don't we talk about the road to space? Today is all about New Shepard, but down in Florida, we're hard at work building our orbital rocket, New Glenn. This is the rocket that will pave the road to space.
We took the first huge step with first human flight on New Shepard, and New Glenn is going to be the next huge step for Blue Origin.
You have to put the infrastructure in place to give us a road to space where we could actually maintain a permanent presence in space. And New Glenn is the key to all of that.
The scale from New Shepard to New Glenn is humongous.
New Shepard is the single stage that gets you into suborbital. This takes you to orbital space.
We are building a rocket and a launch site that can put more payload into space than anybody else.
We're going to be launching, Blue Origin developed payloads, lunar landers, and human space flight. The scale of what's coming with New Glenn is just unbelievable.
This is a huge vehicle. This thing's massive, and it's modern. It's reusable. It's new hardware that's going to be changing the game, and it's going to be the next generation of launch vehicle.
We're in the space coast of Florida, where all the action is, where the history of human space flight started.
It's been amazing to watch this launch site grow up.
First started here, it was a couple equipment pieces here and there, but now it's flourishing. It's super exciting.
It's a huge job to bring a rocket like the New Glenn together. It only happens with diligent teamwork.
It's a lot of dedication from a lot of teams across Blue.
We have engineers, we have electricians, we have technicians.
It takes a lot of teamwork, dedication, just passion for this mission.
It's not about us having a day in and day out job. It's about having a vision that's way bigger than all of us.
Building a road to space to me means paving the way for having that infrastructure to make space more accessible.
To provide access to space for everyone.
Build a road to space means we're working on a legacy that will last 100 years and longer.
I'm Jerry Gleckel.
I'm Emery Coles.
Justin White.
Sandy Lee.
Dave Powell.
Allison Crone.
Kelsey Cromer.
Meg Dalton Hoffman.
I'm Jennifer Oldham, and I'm building a road to space.
I'm building the road to space.
I'm building a road to space.
I'm building a road to space.
I'm building a road to space.
I mean, wow. The progress down at our Cape facility is truly amazing. I'm always shocked at the incremental, just huge leaps forward. I remember the first time I went down to the Cape, the factory had just opened and it was essentially just a large empty building. And at this point, we have over 1 million square feet of manufacturing space, a brand new launch complex built from the ground up. I mean, it's truly mind-blowing.
With hardware being built, and also, I mean, it's not just a building or two. It is a campus down there by now. It's really cool.
That's right. And as you could tell in the video, the road to space is powered by people. If you'd like to be one of the people building that road, we're growing and hiring across all of our groups here at Blue Origin. Come work with some of the smartest people solving some of the toughest and most interesting challenges. Please visit our website for more details. And Ariane, it was great to see some of that progress on New Glenn. Of course, we're taking lessons learned from New Shepard, applying them to New Glenn. And New Glenn is powered actually by 7 of our BE4 engines, that Blue Engine 4. And here's Blue Origin's BE4 Propulsion Test Engineering Manager, Sophia Porter, to talk all about propulsion.
This is Launch Site 1, and specifically the test stand behind me is Zeeks, the Extreme Engine Experiment, which is the home of the BE4 rocket engine. BE4 is a reusable orbital class rocket engine. So we've really focused all of the design and development of BE4 around reusability down to the smallest details. And here at Zeeks, we learn every day in development about the engine. We test it out to make sure that this engine is capable of delivering payloads to the precise orbits that our customers require. We have 2 test cells that are equally capable here at Zeeks. And once those engines are installed, we perform all of our checkouts, we install our ground-based sensors, we run a series of tests, and then we ship the engines off to their next destination. The individuals who are the life and breath of our site, our engineers, our technicians, our safety and quality and administrative staff, they come out here to make rocket test operations and launch operations a reality. Oftentimes we have engineers who come here right out of college, and within a year they are running engine tests themselves. At 22 or 23 years old, you could be making the go, no-go call for this engine. When you watch that engine fire, when you feel it through 2 sets of hearing protection, you feel it resonate in your body. It's just absolutely pure, raw energy. To watch that happen in real time is incredibly inspiring. And I can only imagine when we watch the rocket actually fly is going to be absolutely an indescribable feeling.
Engine tests are always happening here at Blue. You've been down here for these tests before, right?
I have, and you can hear it, you can feel it. It's truly unbelievable.
And because we're here in this valley, it just shakes the entire valley. As Sophia said in the video, you just feel it rumbling in your body. And I just love that video because it gives an opportunity to shine a light on somebody like Sophia Porter, who herself, she started out in college as an intern here, and just a couple of years out of college, she is managing that test facility. I mean, that is a big deal, and that's the type of stuff that you get to do here at Blue Origin. Here's one of her beautiful tests that we had going on down in Texas that just happened just a couple of days ago. It's a beautiful pic.
Absolutely, and we've been testing BE4 and BE3 and BE3U out in West Texas for years at this point. And so there's a lot of amazing test time out here at our private engine test facility. And our testing capabilities are actually going to be expanding in a big way down at Huntsville in NASA Marshall Space Flight Center. We've taken over historic test stand 4670. It's tested Saturn V for Apollo, Space Shuttle main engines, and the early RD-180s. It's been unutilized government property for almost 2 decades. And so that stand's going to come back to life and do a lot of our hot fires as well, in addition to our West Texas capability. And I don't know how we're going to form the list, but I have to be there for that first test.
Oh, for the first test? Or I thought you say for all of them, because I mean, you're basically going to live in the control center if you do that. No, I mean, as Jackie mentioned, so we're going to continue to do engine testing out here in West Texas. This is where we do a lot of our development testing on our engines. We've got 2 major test centers. You saw Zeeks there. We also have Geeks, as we call it, which is the other test stand that focuses more on our Blue Engine 3, the engine that is going to be propelling New Shepard into space, but also the BE3U, which is the upper stage variant. There are going to be 2 of those BE3Us on the upper stage of New Glenn. So they're going to continue to do the development testing out here in West Texas. And what's the beauty of being able to use 4670 is basically we produce the rocket engines at our Huntsville facility and basically drive it down the road a couple of miles where we can do acceptance testing, as you mentioned before we ship them down to the Cape. So really exciting activity from our engines group that have been working so hard.
Absolutely. And you know, one of the other beauties of Huntsville is we're close to our customer, United Launch Alliance. 2 BE-4 engines will be on their Vulcan. And so when we're hot firing out in Huntsville, we'll be able to ship them right up to Decatur, which is just a short drive.
Just a short drive there. Yeah. So when we talk about designing rockets and making them operationally reusable, it's one thing to think about the operations, but there's also that same mentality and theme that is driven into the manufacturing element of it as well. So I mean, it's you know, exciting things that we've got going on. All right, we are at T-minus 54 seconds to go, T-minus 54 minutes and 30 seconds, excuse me, got a little bit more time than that, to go until launch. My understanding is that crew member 7, Sarah Knights, is ready for the special coin ceremony to seal their training and get them underway. Why don't we watch that now?
Who's going to tell us when we're... Oh, we're on. Okay, fantastic. All right, astronauts, I have one last special thing for you. This is a challenge coin that I have right here. Challenge coins have a long history, but classically they're awarded to show that you belong and that you've achieved something of particular interest, right? This is only awarded by crew member 7 to astronauts who have passed training and are just about to fly on New Shepard. All of you have passed with beautiful colors over the last couple of days. And it's my very great honor to present this to you for your flight today. Each of you are just helping us take that step on the road to space and to enable a future where we have millions of people living and working in space to benefit Earth. And you are one of these very few very first explorers and adventurers taking that path with us. So I'm giving this to you today so you can put it in your flight suit pocket. Take it with you on your historic journey as you go up. And with this, you are go for launch on New Shepard. All right? Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you.
Wow. Congratulations, Glenn.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Audrey.
Can you read that, Glenn?
Congratulations, Bill.
Thank you. Maybe if you can hold it in the room.
All right. Heads we go, tails we go. That's beautiful.
You'll be known in history for taking a pioneering first step.
Well, that was really special to
super
watch.
touching.
And incidentally, once that crew flies past the Kármán line, that internationally recognized line of space, they'll be recognized by the world as astronauts and will soon be receiving another special recognition item, their astronaut wings.
So also flying to space with each one of those astronauts, in addition to the coin they're going to put in their flight suit, is a postcard from Blue Origin's Club for the Future. Each astronaut made their own postcard during training.
Yeah, and you can see them here. That art is pretty impressive. I definitely couldn't do that good of a job.
My artistry peaked at about age 7. So
Stick figures are about my ability. There's also thousands of additional postcards flying in the capsule with our crew today. To date, we've flown and returned over 137,000 postcards to all of you out there who've participated. Keep sending them. We'll keep flying them.
So while we're talking about Club, we wanted to give you an update on a few of the 19 nonprofits who received a $1 million grant from Club for the Future. In aggregate, these organizations are collectively impacting tens of millions of students each year. And it's not just sparking their imaginations, but it's materially impacting their education and ultimately their passions. And this is done through immersive curriculum, access to experts, and opportunities to fly payloads, like on New Shepard, and much more. Why don't we take a look at the latest from several Club for the Future partners?
I'm here at Space Center Houston. As a nonprofit organization, we rely on charitable support to fulfill our goals and aspirations. The grant from Club for the Future is going to enable us to involve tens of thousands of youth.
To have this grant from Club for the Future will allow us to accelerate our efforts outside of aerospace to create a broad membership of women in STEM so that the young women that we work with can see the wide variety of possible careers.
We at AIAA have the goal of impacting 1 million students a year. Rayon is an example of exactly the kind of people we need for this industry.
My name is Rayon Harris. I am 25 years old and I am currently an aeronautical design engineer. My dreams, my passion was always airplanes. Joining an organization known as American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics, AIAA. The Diversity Scholar Program really accelerated my path to really pursue my passion. After I graduated from AIAA, I was definitely going to give back. So I was matched with Caleb a few months ago with the Mentor Match program. And so it's really awesome to be able to use the experience that you've learned yourself to really give back to them and also make their experience as easy as possible. Also get them as excited as possible because it is very exciting.
Caleb is a 13-year-old engineering student at Georgia Tech helping us build our future.
My name is Caleb Anderson, and I am a third year at Georgia Technical College, and I'm currently studying to be an aerospace engineer. I've really been interested in space in general, just like all my life.
This is really cool.
Yeah, man. I just want to thank Club of the Future for doing something like this. I think having so much money to be able to be donated to an organization like this is absolutely amazing. It can really turn the future of the aerospace in the right direction.
I love hearing those inspirational stories from Club and their partner organizations. I mean, Rayon and Caleb in that video?
Pretty impressive.
Keep up the amazing work, you guys.
Yeah.
We're inadequate.
Yeah, let's be honest. You guys are kicking butt. Keep it up. We can't wait to pass the torch on to you to continue on this road to space.
Yes, and it's exciting to see Club for the Future growing and making a difference. It's also exciting to see these partner organizations making such great progress. Club is very much a collaborative effort. And let's highlight another key partner doing some incredible work with middle school students, Project Janos.
Project Janos, you are go for launch.
Our mission at Project Janos is to engage and educate students with the wonders of space and to inspire them to become explorers of it. We do this through a two-pronged approach. The first is a set of videos in which I, as the host, ask questions of subject matter experts working on the front lines of spaceflight. Thanks to our partnership with Club for the Future, students get to meet space architects, engineers, scientists, and others at Blue Origin. The second is a curriculum of standards-aligned activities designed to inspire students to become explorers of space themselves.
We are teachers making lessons for teachers. We know what will keep the students engaged. And because this is a project with NASA, every aspect of it is going to be a mission-based set of activities.
Students perform data literacy skills, engineering design loop processes, and prototype testing and building of concepts. After watching a video on rocket propulsion, students get to build an engine testing chamber and mix baking soda and vinegar to study rocket propellant ratios. And thanks to Club for the Future, Project Janos students can design postcards that are actually flown into space. Students today will have the opportunity to live and work in space. When humans return to the moon in a few years, it'll be to stay. We believe the best preparation for that new reality is Project Janos, a unique program that instills students with the skill set and mindset needed to be explorers of space.
Very impressive stuff over at Project Janos. My friend Josh Bernstein, he's had a couple of successful TV shows on the History Channel and the Discovery Channel, and it's really lovely to see how somebody like him wants to give back, his ability to touch a lot of people, and he's doing that to harness the potential of the next generation. So kudos to him and to all the kids coming up along this road to space. Future's looking pretty bright.
I mean, what a time that students at all ages in their schools can have a space program. Absolutely. I mean, it really, I know we said it before, it's an incredible era. I'm blown away by all the brilliant kids out there. The future where millions of people live and work in space isn't a tomorrow thing or a next year thing. It's going to be that next generation.
Now, I should say, we mentioned Club for the Future has all sorts of partners that are doing extraordinary work. The club itself does some wonderful work, and actually down here in Van Horn, our home away from home is Van Horn. Our local team does a lot of work with the local community. I want to highlight one of the projects that we did in some of the local high school students. We collaborated, and they have designed and built, in fact, the very first post box to space. Let's check it out.
The Postbox to Space is the world's very first mailbox that will take letters from the Earth, send them to space, and then return them to the senders.
What a great drawing.
This has been really an unprecedented collaboration between Club for the Future, Van Horn High School, and Blue Origin. It is an immense project that's been taken on by 7 juniors and seniors of Van Horn High School who've decided that they have an interest in welding. They have worked very hard from design all the way up through manufacturing.
Well, we first started off with the cardboard template. After a few weeks of planning and designing, we eventually got into the shop, started welding together the base.
We took the rocket kind of design, put some legs on it, and we're gonna make them look like fins.
We've had a huge number of Blue employees who've cycled through here to help us out in really substantial ways. It would not have been possible without the support of a large number of Blue Origin folks.
It is really great what Club for the Future is doing, that they're even giving us this opportunity to do things like this, coming every week and providing supplies, paint, metal.
I learned how to use a torch, I learned how to weld better. I learned a little bit more about the process in designing and mocking up a prototype.
I truly hope that the students fully recognize how substantial their postbox is going to be as a landmark in Van Horn. I'd like to invite the students to be the very first to use our postbox. Woohoo! And hopefully will be an inspiration to all of the students who come through the school.
So great to see, again, the hard work that our team down here in West Texas does, not only on testing rocket engines and launching rockets, but also giving back to the community. As I said, the relationship that we have is wonderful. It is home away from home. It feels really nice. The people here are always very welcoming. You know, they see us walking around in our Blue Origin gear, give us high fives. It's a wonderful place to be.
It is. I drove past the Postbox to Space the other day and just loved seeing that new landmark in downtown Van Horn. It was really awesome.
All right, we are at T-minus 45 minutes to go until launch. We are on a brief hold here. We've said it before on webcast prior. We want to make sure that our teams are all aligned. I do understand that our astronauts have made it into the Rivians. There they are. And look who their chauffeur is. None other than Jeff Bezos, also in his flight suit. Jackie, this makes me a little bit concerned. You had a hypothesis that Jeff might just stay on the rocket. That's not the plan for today, just to be very clear.
He's ready, though, if that opportunity arises.
And he's, again, from having flown just a couple of months ago on our first human flight, of course, with his brother Mark, with Wally Funk, national treasure, Wally Funk, as well as our first astronaut customer, Oliver Damon. He's got some important knowledge to impart upon our next crew here. Look, they're having a good conversation in there.
Absolutely, and we'll have to ask the crew how many stars they would give Jeff for his driving performance. What is his rating? We'll have to check in on that after.
Well, look, I mean, if it starts with the wheels there, I mean, the Rivian it's a nice ride. Talk about rocket ships. Have you been in one yet? Did you get a chance?
I haven't. I've driven past them, but I have not had the opportunity to be inside.
It is
no blue cocktails for me, no being inside the Rivian.
We're going to work on these things, Jackie. We're going to work on these things. But no, I mean, it really is. The first time I got in one, the gentleman who was driving was like, "You might want to put your head back against the seat." And I was like, "What are you talking about? It's fine." He goes, "No, I'm serious." And he accelerates, and I'm like, "Oh, we are out of here." It is so much fun, those cars. So yeah, some pretty sweet rides.
Rub it in more.
Sorry, Jackie. Again, we're working on it. All right, we are continuing to be in a hold here. We've said it before. We spent years designing and building these rockets, months designing these missions, and if we need a couple of minutes there, that is, to get the teams aligned, then we're going to take them. So with that, why don't we take a look at New Shepard out on the pad as she awaits her astronauts in their Rivian chariots to bring them out to the pad.
flight and back constantly unless they were making a choice at that time.
All right, thank you everybody for joining us live from West Texas at our launch site 1. We're at T-minus 45 minutes and 1 second to go until launch. We are in a brief hold here. Of course, we want to make sure that our teams are all aligned, that the winds are in bounds. Of course, that has been the story of the last couple of days, are those gusty winds. But again, want to make sure that everything is all sorted for our launch. But while we have a minute here, I want to, we just saw the crew in the Rivian vehicles, and they've been down here the last couple of days. But, the launch to space, the training is part of the experience, but so is kind of the hospitality component at our astronaut village. So I want to show you a little bit more about our astronaut village here. We've got, so the astronaut village itself is just about 10 minutes away from the launch site itself. You can see nestled in the beautiful valley of West Texas. It's built around that fire pit, but each astronaut gets this pretty luxe Airstream. It's kitted out on the inside very, very nicely. And our hospitality team, they've got decades of experience, and they really make you feel like you are, like you are part of an adventure. I can say I had the good opportunity of being able to experience this just a couple of months ago as I got to go through my training, and it really rounds it out. And when we built the astronaut village and the hospitality component of this, we wanted to build something that really felt part of this Texas environment. It's not something big and elaborate. It's something that is part of the environment. But of course, at the same time, we want you to feel comfortable. So we brought in a wonderful catering staff. There's nothing like going to space. So you're talking about champagne showers after the launch, but the food and beverage is very nice. There's nothing like a glass of champagne around the campfire.
Absolutely, and as you can see, everything is very designed so that the crew can get to know each other and relax and have that comfort as they prepare for their flight to space. There's Ariane right there.
With Audrey Powers, who's also going out to fly. The bonding, I think that's a really important point that you bring up, Jackie, is the bonding component. I was chatting with Chris Bosshausen, who actually is a good friend of mine, and he was saying one of the things that he's really loved so far about this experience is he really feels so close now, and they haven't even gone to space yet, but so close to Audrey and to Glenn and to Bill through this experience. And again, we have thought about it in a holistic kind of way. So, to all of you that are out there watching, if you want to experience this, the flight to space, the hospitality, the bonding, it is really cool. We encourage you to go to BlueOrigin.com, click on the link there, fly to space, and let us know, and we'll reach out to you after the flight. Okay, we're at T-minus 45 minutes to go. We continue to be in a hold here while we've got some more time. Why don't we throw it back to the rocket? Thank you again, everybody, for joining us live from West Texas at our launch site 1 for our second human flight, NS-18. We're at T-minus 45 minutes to go until launch. We continue to be in a brief hold here. Well, if you got some time, let's continue to watch our beautiful New Shepard rocket as she awaits her astronauts. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us live for NS-18, our second human flight here at Blue Origin. Our team is working on the vehicle readiness. We've got a couple of items that we're ticking off here. This is normal in rocket launch land, so why don't we continue to check out New Shepard as she readies for her flight to space and back today. Good. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are T-minus 45 minutes to go until launch. We are continuing to be in a hold here as we make sure that our rocket is ready to go to space. Otherwise, everything else looking good. We are going to continue to watch New Shepard on the pad as she readies to go to space and back today. All right, thank you everybody for joining us live for NS-18, Blue Origin's second human flight. We are at T-minus 44 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Thank you so much for your patience as our team worked to make sure that our vehicle is ready for flight, and it looks like everything is all set and sorted. And my understanding is, you know what? We are go for astronaut load. How exciting is that? Let's check out the astronauts back in their Rivians here. There they are, ready to go to space. You see in the back left, that is Audrey Powers. In the front right, there's Chris.
Smiles and waves.
Smiles
That's what we
and
like to
waves.
see. And there they go. Chris Bosshausen, Glenn DeVries, Audrey Powers, and Captain Kirk himself, William Shatner, have just started their journey to the launch pad, into the crew capsule, and off to space. You can just, I have goosebumps. I can feel their anticipation looking at the,
this is awesome.
Words of encouragement from Team Blue along the way.
Absolutely, there to get the cheers and the hoots and the hollers from Team Blue. Once they pass, they're going to drive about another couple hundred yards out to towards in front of the mission control facility there. Get a couple more words of encouragement. That there, in fact, is their friends and family that have flown down here to Texas to watch them go to space and back. And here they come. They are approaching our Mission Control Center. And just on the right there, you can see what we call the barn. That is the facility where we keep our rockets. Of course, we've got the rocket out there on the pad, as well as the second rocket that flew just a couple of weeks ago. That one is dedicated to payload flights.
It's really amazing to see all the demand we've seen for those payload flights, to the point where we're able to have a full separate booster specifically dedicated to doing this important research and science.
And you know, Jackie, one day we are going to combine those payloads and the astronauts to do some tended payload flights. Just a wonderful opportunity for many scientists and engineers around the world who want to develop their technology. Maybe they don't need to go to orbital space. They just need a couple minutes of beautiful, clean micro-Gs, and that's what they get with these flights on New Shepard. Now you see the two vehicles have taken a left, and they are on their road to space. Jackie, I can tell you from having done the astronaut training just a couple of months ago, so I got to do everything minus get inside of a rocket that was up on the launch tower. But we did all of this because we had to coordinate it, of course. And the drive out there, there's this interesting mix of adrenaline, because you're basically harnessing and containing your own adrenaline, and you're trying to kind of level it out. But it's also very peaceful, right? It is this 2-mile road that goes out to the launch pad, out to the rocket, and you're there with your thoughts. You know, these 4 astronauts have been thinking about going to space for a long, long time, and this moment is here.
'It's really amazing to see all the demand we've seen for those payload flights specifically dedicated to doing this important research and science. And you know, Jackie, one day we are going to combine those payloads and the astronauts to do some tended payload flights. Just a wonderful opportunity for many scientists and engineers around the world who want to develop their technology. Maybe they don't need to go to orbital space. They just need a couple minutes of beautiful, clean micro-Gs, and that's what they get with these flights on New Shepard. I have to know what was on the playlist when you drove down the road to space. I know that mine would have an excessive amount of Pitbull. I don't know if that's a little too hype for this experience, but hopefully they're listening to some Rocket Man or something.
Yeah, exactly. Rocket Man was definitely on the playlist as we head out there. Now, Jackie, once they head out the road to space, there is the ring road that goes around the launch pad. They are going to go to the north end of the ring road, and they're going to stop and take a photo, take a couple of beautiful photos right before they get back in the Rivians, head back to the base of the launch tower, where they will ascend the tower and stop in the safety shelter first.
Yeah, and you can see a good view of that safety shelter right now. That's that white box on top of the launch tower.
You can tell the pensive look they're all taking in the moment, as they should. I can only imagine being in that.
I see all smiles from Astronaut Powers, so that's very exciting. Have a good view of that ring road now, which is that circular ring surrounding the launch pad, as Ariane mentioned.
There you go, they're checking it out. Now, from the training to cruising in your Rivians to the launch to the landing, this really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And if you guys are watching out there and you want to be one of those astronauts on the way to space, really encourage you, visit BlueOrigin.com and click on Fly to Space. We'd love to see you on that rocket. And let's be honest, frankly, we'd love to be on that rocket with you.
If you could put in your note that you specifically want to fly with Jackie and Ariane, maybe we'll see what can be done there. The astronauts are getting out of their Rivian, getting those smiles ready for that ring road crew photo. And Ariane, like you've mentioned multiple times, New Shepard is alive at this point. That booster is just waiting for its crew and it's ready to go. On the right of this shot, you do see Sarah Knights, our crew member 7. She's going to accompany the crew up to the tower and make sure they're situated in the capsule in just a little bit here.
That is a good-looking crew. In fact, while we got a moment here, they're going to get back into the Rivians. Why don't we get to know Sarah Knights and our Capcom Kevin Sprague just a little bit better. We've got a wonderful video to introduce them to you.
The entire vision of Blue Origin is we want to democratize space.
T-minus 10.
You don't need to be a NASA astronaut. You don't need to be a trained engineer.
5,
we want artists
4,
and poets and
ready,
teachers
start.
and scientists
2,
to be able to go to space.
1. Blue Shepard has cleared the tower.
Crew member 7 is a position unique to Blue. 2 assigned to each launch. There are 6 people that can fly in our crew capsule. The 7th person is the crew member 7.
This is for real. This is it.
The other crew member 7 is called Capsule Communicator, and they represent all of mission control and launch operations to the astronauts.
It took me a long road to get here. I spent over 20 years as a fighter pilot at the United States Navy, but since I've been 8 years old, I wanted to be in space. Coming here to Blue Origin is the realization of a childhood dream of mine.
My background is in physics and astronomy. I went into STEM education. I was a teacher for many years. And when the position opened up at Blue, I knew that was me.
Quite correction, you're clear to fall back.
The fact that I'm crew member 7 and the visible point of our entire team It's such an honor.
The ascent descent position is. Crew member 7 is part teacher, part trainer, and part guide.
They're embedded with the astronauts. They're truly a member of the crew.
They're going to live with you at the astronaut village. They're going to conduct all of your astronaut training.
Spaceflight is complicated, but our astronauts that fly with us will not need to have a complicated view of what's happening. The rocket is autonomous, and all of the safety systems are hardwired into the core.
On launch day, crew member 7 is actually going to walk you up the tower, put you in your seat in the capsule, close the hatch. Capsule Capcom.
The Capcom will then take over as the astronauts take their journey to space. And then as soon as they land, crew member 7 will be there to help open the hatch and whisk them away to the celebrations. Our astronauts are one part of a very historic journey.
We're trying to build the infrastructure to get millions of people living and working in space.
So the people who come here will truly be helping us take that first step.
They are in wonderful hands with Kevin and Sarah.
You can say that again.
I mean, you know, with Kevin's military background, that discipline, the rigor. You've got Sarah with her academic background. She's an incredible teacher. The two of them work together so well. They're very different styles, but they work together so well. I can't imagine a better team to be guiding our astronauts through this entire experience. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us live. If you've just joined us, we're at T-minus 33 minutes to go until launch, our second human flight. Our astronauts are ascending the tower here, as you can see. We've got the great William Shatner. We have our Blue Origin's very own Audrey Powers, as well as our two customers, Glenn DeVries and Chris Bosshausen, who are ascending the tower as well, and they are being greeted and hosted up the tower by our founder Jeff Bezos. So an incredible morning for all of them, as well as for us at Blue. Cannot wait. It's the same energy that we felt down here just a couple of months ago when we had our first human flight. And let me tell you, this doesn't get old. When you put people on board a rocket, this doesn't get old. And I can tell you, I'm very close with Audrey Powers, of course, as a close friend and colleague. I've known Chris for over a decade. It's not just putting people on board, but when you know them, I'm having a moment myself, honestly. And when they take off, I'm glad you guys are going to be watching the rocket, because I might lose it a little bit.
I do have to say, also know Audrey very well and got a chance to talk to Glenn a little bit. And actually, Glenn and I are both Carnegie Mellon alumni. I had to toss that in.
I know.
Tartans in space, we have to. And I know that everyone, Glenn's from New York. Everyone in New York is watching, and his adopted Pittsburgh family, I'm sure, is watching as well. So it's very personal seeing this crew fly today.
Well, and in addition to, Chris is the first full Australian to fly to space. There have been other Australians, but they've been dual citizens. Chris is the first full Aussie to fly. So hello to all of our international viewers, especially those down under. We're so excited to have you joining us. And of course, to all the Trekkies out there that are joining us, thank you so much. It is a pleasure and an honor to be sending Captain Kirk to space today. This is going to be a really, really cool moment. And when I say, it comes from all of us, there you see a shot there just a moment ago of Mission Control. They are, focused, and it's a very disciplined team that has been trained over months and years in the case of many of our team members there.
Right, and they're led today by Nick Patrick, flight director, NASA astronaut. They're in very good hands. And here we have the crew. They're entering the shelter just to await their ingress across the bridge, then the gantry, and of course into their seats in the crew capsule. Each of our astronauts is looking great and ready to fly today in those Blue Origin flight suits.
Fantastic. So you see Sarah Knights at the bottom of your screen, or crew member 7. She, in just a moment here, is going to go, she's going to leave the shelter. She's going to go out across the bridge, just check in with the tower crew, make sure that we're all ready to go. And then she's going to come back to the shelter and take the astronauts out to the rocket.
And once the astronauts head out of the shelter, you will see them ring a fun ceremonial bell. So that'll come up later if you're wondering what they're doing at that point. It's a little tradition that we started at Blue. Make some noise before you get in your crew capsule.
That's right. That's right. Let everybody up in space know that you're coming. They can't hear you up there. Just as a reminder. But hey, we are at T-minus 29 minutes to go here. Why don't we take a moment and check out New Shepard as she awaits her astronauts. And here they go. There's Glenn DeVries, Chris Bosshausen, William Shatner, and Audrey Powers.
And today's special crew member 8, Jeff Bezos, and crew member 7, Sarah Knights. There we have our awesome tower crew ready to welcome them.
There you see Audrey giving some hugs to the tower crew. She is, of course, our vice president of mission ops for New Shepard, so of course she knows the whole team very intimately.
A lot of the team today are launching their boss to space. First Jeff, now Audrey. And there goes Glenn.
Into the hatch he goes. All of this is very carefully coordinated. You practice this many times during the rehearsal. You basically you go in, walk in, you kind of walk clockwise around the escape motor, which is in the center of the capsule, and take your seat. That, of course, then you harness in. You have practiced this many times during the training, and then you'll have crew member 7, Sarah Knights, in this case, who's going to come around, make sure you're properly harnessed in, and make sure things are nice and tight.
Yeah, and Ariane, I know you've mentioned me before, you board from the highest seat number first, and then the seat number 1 is the last board, which is, of course, Audrey Powers today.
And there goes William Shatner. One last photo op before
What
he enters
a
the capsule.
surreal moment. Captain James Tiberius Kirk is boarding our Blue Origin spaceship. Ariane, I know you've discussed your astronaut training extensively. Now, obviously buckling the seatbelt is a very important part, and they've practiced this at this point, what, hundreds of times?
I don't know about hundreds, but certainly dozens and dozens of times. You can do this, as I've said before, upside down, inside out, upward, backwards and forwards. And by the way, it's important that you can do so. This is probably the easiest moment. A little bit more complex is, of course, when you're getting back in your seat after you've been up there at 0G to get the harness, to get into the harness, and then, of course, buckle it properly. But again, under the guide of Sarah Knights, they know how to do this. I was actually asking them earlier, who is the fastest at it, and they said, of course, Audrey Powers was, because she's done this even more than they have, so she had kind of a leg up on them. There is Chris Bosshausen in the window on the left, and there goes Sarah Knights, our crew member 7, into the capsule to do last-minute harness and safety checks on the astronaut. There is Audrey on the left.
Once crew member 7 is, of course, comfortable, that all of our astronauts look at their smiling faces from those big, beautiful windows. Once Sarah makes sure all of our astronauts are ready to fly today and they close that hatch, of course, we'll turn it over at that point to crew member 7's other half, Kevin Sprague, who'll be the voice from above, the capsule communicator.
Blue Control has first step loud and clear.
And there you heard some initial communications between Capcom and the capsule. There goes Sarah Knights, making sure the harness is nice and tight. We see just in the corner there, the hands of Glenn DeVries. Quick
Giving
thumbs up.
2 big thumbs ups, yes.
I had the chance to chat with him just a little bit the other night, and it was wonderful. I said, you know, Glenn, what do you think you're going to think about once you're harnessed in? And he said, as much as I've been dreaming about going to space since I was a little kid, until you were up on top of that rocket, harnessed in, he's like, there's only so much mental preview of it that you can actually get. He said, he almost just pulled a blank. He said, I don't know, but I cannot wait for that moment. Glenn, that moment has arrived. You and your 3 co-crewmates are about to go to space and back. I hope you are taking every mental note there is.
And I loved one thing from that interview that Chris and Glenn, our customers, both actually said when they told their family and friends that they're going to go to space on New Shepard. There was pretty much a universal, well, finally.
It's about time.
It's about time. You've been talking about this pretty much since birth, so we're really happy to hear that this day is finally here for Chris and Glenn, and of course, Audrey and Captain Kirk.
Glenn even said, he's like, you know what? I haven't heard from a couple of friends since kindergarten, and they've reached out to me and they said, yeah, you were talking about this when you were 5. Can you imagine?
I think Glenn mentioned one of his special guests is his middle school classmate who had to be here to see this day finally happen.
flight NS-18. Looking for a ComCheck. Astronaut Powers, how do you read?
With control, Astronaut Powers, I've got you loud and clear to the space test feature.
Astronaut Lemley, how do you read?
Astronaut Lemley, how do you read?
Lemley, A-OK.
Astronaut Crispy, how do you read?
Astronaut Crispy, how do you read?
Astronaut Crispy reads you loud and clear. Ready for launch.
Astronaut DeVries, how do you read?
Astronaut DeVries, how do you read?
Loud and clear.
All right, Blue Control, I've got all astronauts loud and clear. We are at T-minus 19 minutes and counting. I will keep you updated on the count as we go. For now, sit back and relax. You're going to see Jeff in just a moment.
And there they are. You got it there. The welcome from Capcom, Kevin Sprague. All 4 astronauts in their seats, clear communications. You heard Astronaut Powers, Astronaut Lemley. That is the call sign for William Shatner, Captain Kirk there, a reference to his children, to his family. Then, of course, Astronaut Crispy. He also is a DJ on the side, DJ Crispy. And then, of course, our other customer, Astronaut DeVries, Glenn DeVries, in the final seat there. All look all sorted and ready to go to space. Again, if you're joining us live, we're at T-minus 18 minutes to go until launch, our second human flight of New Shepard. Just another extraordinary day for obviously our customers, for our astronauts, but for Blue Origin. Thank you all for joining us from around the world for this event. We've got a couple more minutes to go. Why don't we toss it back to the rocket and check out New Shepard as she continues to be ready for launch this morning. And there is Jeff Bezos closing the hatch.
Jeff, of course, now an experienced space traveler himself.
I'm sure he imparted some wise words for our astronauts. Of course, he and his co-astronauts on his first flight had a ball up in space, and maybe he gave them a couple of tips on how to toss the Skittles just right. It's all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist.
I'm still surprised he got out of the RSS first step.
Yes, yes, it's true. We do indeed only have 4 astronauts in there today. I know he had such a good time. That was a question, but no. So there you see him crossing the bridge. Our tower crew doing some final checks on the capsule. The capsule hatch actually has a redundant system in it, so it is closed. They're going to do a pressure test, make sure the seals are all working correctly. And this vehicle, what's really nice about it, obviously they've got their sweet flight suits, right? Because you got to feel like an astronaut when you go up into space. But at the same time, though, it's a pressurized vehicle, so it's a shirt sleeve environment. They don't necessarily need that. What they also don't need is a helmet, because we wanted our customers to get this full unencumbered experience and to be able to appreciate the view and the sounds, or the lack thereof, that is, of space once you're up in space. And so again, Everything about this capsule has been designed for the human spaceflight experience. All right, we are at T-minus 15 minutes to go here. We are in a brief hold. Our 4 astronauts are in the capsule and ready to go. Let's continue to watch New Shepard as she gets ready for her flight to space this morning. Thank you, everybody, for joining us live from West Texas here at our launch site 1. We are 15 minutes away from launch. We are in a brief hold here, but while we're in a hold, I understand that Capcom in our mission control has a special message for our astronauts. We're going to await that message here in just a moment.
I've got a surprise for you today. We asked our NS-16 crew to send messages to you before your flight. So I'm going to read those to you right now. New Shepard astronaut Oliver Damon says, "Dear NS-18 travelers, you have probably been playing this moment over and over in thoughts and also quite often in real life in the case of Mr. Shatner. But now the moment is there, the moment you're really going to space, and I can assure you that it will be better than your best imagination. No day passes by that we don't look back on this journey without having a smile from ear to ear. Have a safe flight and enjoy. Greetings from your youngest predecessor, Oliver Damon."
From the last flight. Oh. You got the kid? The young guy, yep.
Astronaut, New Shepard astronaut Wally Funk says, "I hope this flight will be the most fantastic experience of your life as it was mine. Take time to enjoy every aspect of this journey, from liftoff to touchdown. Jeff has done a magnificent job of ensuring the smoothest, most memorable ride, and Kevin and Sarah are top-notch instructors. Becoming part of the Blue Origin family is an honor like none other I have received. Together, let's cross new boundaries and set new records. I will be watching your liftoff with great enthusiasm and sending my best wishes. Godspeed, Audrey, Bill, Glenn, and Chris. Much love, Wally. New Shepard astronaut Demo, whose real name is Mark Bezos, has this to say. You lucky bastards. It was only 10 weeks ago that I was sitting where you are, watching the countdown clock, full of anticipation and excitement. Eager to feel the rumble of liftoff and the majesty of weightlessness. The depth of my desire to fly again is hard to express, so allow me to quote from the classic of the Great American Songbook, Mr. Spaceman, with lyrics by William Shatner. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along? I won't do anything wrong. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, won't you please take me along for a ride? Godspeed, New Shepard. I can't wait to hear your stories. Mark.
What an absolutely special moment from today's second human flight crew, hearing from our first human flight crew, those words of encouragement from Oliver, Wally, and Mark Bezos, the crew before this amazing community of Blue Origin astronauts.
And I loved that part in one of the notes where they said, look, when you go on one of these flights, you become part of the Blue Origin team and really the Blue Origin family. And that is really, how we think about every single astronaut on that vehicle today. You're very special to us. You are going to have the flight, the ride of a lifetime. You are living our own dreams through you guys, so soak it in. Now, we are at T-minus 15 minutes to go until launch. We are in a hold here, but as we have a moment, as we tick down to launch, why don't we get to know the man that many of you are here to see, William Shatner.
I'm going up into space. I don't know how many people can say that. It's life-changing in its way. Not because of the aerial adventure, but because of the people I'm meeting and talking with.
I'm glad to be here.
Jeff Bezos' concept to make living and building in space and to make pollution a thing of the past. I mean, what noble ambitions those are, and somebody has to start it.
Lines upright. Yep.
We're just at the beginning, but how miraculous that beginning is, and how extraordinary it is to be part of that beginning. There is this mystique of being in space and that much closer to the stars and being weightless. I shall be entranced by the view of space. I want to look at that orb and appreciate its beauty and its tenacity is sustaining this life of ours, which allows us to look with awe and wonder at the miracle of space. There is an adventure in my life that I would not have had I not done this. And it looks like there's a great deal of curiosity about this fictional character, Captain Kirk, going into space. So let's go along with it and enjoy the ride.
It turns out William Shatner is everything you'd hope for and more. We are just so honored to be able to have the opportunity to send this man to space at the age of 90, no less. Remarkable. He will become the oldest person to have ever flown in space. And I know, Jackie, somewhere out there, Leonard Nimoy is smiling. All right, we're just at T-minus 15 minutes to go. We are in a hold here. Why don't we send it back to the pad, continue to watch New Shepard as she readies for her flight to space today. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us live for New Shepard's second human flight. We are T-minus 15 minutes to go. We continue to be in a hold here. But as you can see there, the tower crew has descended the stairs of the tower. They have gotten back in their vehicles, and they are headed back to mission control. That indeed is a wonderful sign that we looked forward towards this launch this morning. The weather looks good, as you can see here. We are continuing to make sure that the rest of our teams are aligned, though. And again, if we need to take a couple of minutes as we prepare for this rocket launch, that is quite all right. We have talked about it extensively, Jackie, at the beginning of this show. Safety is number one. We want to make sure that everybody in that mission control, as well as on top of that rocket, is ready for flight today. And with that, everybody, we have cleared the hold. We are at T-minus 15 minutes to go. Now 14 minutes and 50 seconds. This is what rocket launches are about. It is really exciting, and I'm just happy to be sharing this moment with you, Jackie.
I am too, and I'm also very happy to see continually smiling faces out of those capsule windows. That is great, great sign for today's flight.
Yes, they are all ready to go, our 4 astronauts. Why don't we take a moment, Jackie, and talk through the flight profile for today's launch?
That'd be great. So as you can see here in the flight profile, the New Shepard will lift off from Launch Site 1 here outside of Van Horn, Texas. Once New Shepard has lifted off, it'll approach that Kármán line, the 100-kilometer internationally recognized line of space. And at that point, our capsule with our crew will separate from that booster, and the capsule will continue on over that Kármán line into space. The capsule at this point full of crew who are unbuckled, floating around and getting their 3 to 4 minutes of microgravity. While they're having a great time, hopefully doing backflips, not forgetting to look out that window, the booster is headed back down to Earth. So those wedge fins at the top of the booster will be the first to deploy on its way back. And then as the booster continues down, we will put out those drag brakes. The booster is coming down hot at this point, very fast. Those drag brakes will significantly slow it down. As we approach the landing pad, that BE-3 engine will relight. It will hover, which we often are asked if that's CGI. It is real, that hover. And then the booster will softly touch down in the West Texas desert. The capsule, meanwhile, on its way back to Earth. The first thing to happen here is those drogue parachutes will deploy, slowing down that capsule, followed by the beautiful big main parachutes. And then just before that soft touchdown, we do fire some retro thrusters. They do kick up a bit of dirt out in West Texas, but that does ensure a very soft touchdown of about 1 to 2 miles per hour for our crew out there.
It really is a soft landing back down here in the West Texas desert. And as a reminder, you know, this is the standard flight profile. We are now in full customer operations, but we have tested this flight profile and vetted it across several flights over the last several years. We had 15 consecutive flights, remember, before we decided to put people on board. We wanted to make sure that we understood not just the vehicle in nominal conditions, but to really push the envelope and stretch the vehicle to make sure that it was a robust vehicle for our customers. And of course, you heard about how we think about safety and development throughout the culture, but also in the operations, manufacturing, et cetera, from Andrew Lake, who joined us on the show a little bit earlier. All right, with that, we are at T-minus 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go until launch. Our 4 astronauts are in the capsule, harnessed in. We see Audrey Powers on the left. You can't quite see it, but going clockwise, we have William Shatner, then Chris Bosshausen, and Glenn DeVries in the capsule, all ready to go for launch as we tick down here. Let's take a moment, continue to gaze at our beautiful rocket as she prepares for flight this morning.
Here we are at just about T-minus 10 minutes until launch with our astronauts and especially our customers, Glenn and Chris, on board. There's really no way to fully understand how they're feeling in this moment without being on there. But we do know someone who has experienced this and can share a little bit about that. Our first customer, Oliver Damon, 18 years old, the youngest person ever to go to space. Let's hear it from him.
There was not a single moment in life that I thought I would be the youngest astronaut ever. And to have been given this chance by Blue is so amazing. To meet the other astronauts and see everything is so cool.
We'd like to run this one through at full speed.
We're going up in that tomorrow.
Yes, we are.
I think there was not a single nerve in my body that was like afraid. I think it's because of the track record of Blue. The launch and the power of the G's, like you're going up to the sky.
Oh, wow.
And of course the weightlessness.
Oh, wow, God.
Pretty cool. What I've just been through, I've been dreaming about all my life. Let's hope that many, many more people can do this. Because this experience you should share with more and more people. It's so amazing.
Oliver's perspective for someone so young is just amazing. I'm so encouraged by this next generation. I actually did like the part where he said he's been waiting for this his whole life. He's substantially younger than me, so I'm still a little bit jealous of Oliver. We're at T-minus 9 minutes until our second human launch, awaiting the go, no-go poll.
Channel 1 and UHF for the go poll for terminal count and launch. Capsule. Go. Booster.
Go.
Ground. Go. Safety.
Go.
Capcom.
Go.
Engineering.
Go.
This is the flight director on Channel 1 and UHF voice. Booster commence the terminal count.
Copy flight.
I guess that's it, huh?
We're going.
As you heard it, we are go for launch. Go for second human flight. I am so excited for this crew. Now, earlier this week, I sat with them to discuss rockets and space in the future. Let's get to know our crew a little bit better.
All right, guys, you're just a couple of days at this point from going to space. Anybody excited?
Yes.
A little bit. Something, just a little bit?
You are.
I am. I'm excited for you guys. I'm Glenn and Chris in particular. You have bought these tickets to go to space. Why?
Yeah, the ticket is for the view. The ticket is to really get that understanding of what it's like to see Earth from that perspective and feel like we're part of this tiny little planet and this little civilization that frankly has a lot of work to do to make Earth work better, to make it more sustainable. And I want to carry that feeling that we're going to get from that view back down with me and hopefully turn that into making the world a better place. And frankly, I think being able to do that is something that can not just be great for those of us who have the privilege of being able to do this now, but will fuel this industry that will allow us to have as many people as possible on the planet see that, and everybody benefit from the things that are going to come out of space and space technology.
Yeah, I mean, this is, for me, for personally a lifelong dream, but I realized that, space is opening up for everyone. This is the beginning of a new era, right? The first 60 years of space exploration with the domain of governments. You had to be a space superpower to send highly trained astronauts into space. And Glenn and I are just regular citizens flying up. It's amazing that this is happening. I think in about 60 years, we'll look back at this year and go, this is the year the doors finally open for the human race to go to space.
Fantastic. And Audrey, we both have talked about going to space for such a long time. What do you want to do with this experience?
Well,
to inspire
I
others?
can't wait to get back to everybody at Blue and have them pepper me with questions. The folks who have designed this vehicle and tested this vehicle and just haven't asked me everything they want to know about what it's like when you're up there. And my nieces are coming to watch this, and they're teenagers, young kids now, and they're just absolutely mesmerized by this kind of stuff. My friends' kids are all, their Girl Scout troops are calling, and so I can't wait to talk to all of them.
Fabulous. And Bill, we'll end with you. You have inspired so many for so many generations. For for the kids and the young people that are going to be watching this launch and who might want to be space explorers one day, do you have any words for them?
Well, seriously, the truth of the matter is this whole Blue Origin thing is based on the idea of building industry above the Earth and taking that pollution out of this planet, out of the immediate planet, and putting it up there. That's got to be the future of the Earth, and the Earth is dependent on that and the youth. So the two work hand in hand, and so it's very important that the young people of today know that that up there is the future, and to work towards that for the improvement of the Earth.
Fabulous. Well, thank you all for coming on this journey with us as Blue Origin, but thank you for inspiring others, and also as we go forward coming out of this, continuing this inspiration. So thanks, guys. Good luck. Godspeed.
Wow, well, some great perspectives from a crew that's clearly more than ready to fly to space today. Well, we are just under T-minus 5 minutes until liftoff, so things are getting real.
Things are getting really real. And what I really loved about that video is this crew gets it, right? Every single person on that rocket gets it, how important going to space is, of course, for the ability to have that incredible view and the incredible experience of being in zero G, but also to inspire others and understanding what the road to space is about and why we're trying to ultimately have millions of people living and working in space to make life better back here on Earth.
And a big thing they all talked about that is truly so special is, everyone wants to know how those 3 minutes were in space, but they're excited about what comes after, and I think that's just something really, really special about this crew. Their focus on, like you said, inspiring others after this flight, long after this flight is over.
Exactly. All right, so again, T-minus 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go until launch. What's coming up shortly here? So at T-minus 2 minutes, we send the show over to New Shepard. She's a fully autonomous vehicle, which means that from T-minus 2 minutes through launch up to apogee and back down to landing, the rocket is in control of itself. Of course, we have an incredible team in our Mission Control Center that have their eyes glued on their screens to make sure that everything is going well and is within bounds. But we built the rocket to be autonomous for safety. Again, we think that while we've got some pretty smart people in that mission control, the rocket is in fact quicker and faster at controlling itself. So what we're going to see here shortly, the rocket is going to go through what we call the bit checks, the built-in tests. At the base of the rocket, you see 3 of the 4 fins down there. Those are the aft fins. Those are going to move back and forth. We want to make sure that they've got full freedom of movement. Also, what you're going to see at the base of the rocket, you can kind of see, it's a little hard in this image, you're going to see the engine nozzle gimbal. The engine moves back and forth. It also helps with the directional capability of the rocket on ascent, but also especially on descent as it comes in to land on the landing pad just 2 miles north of where it's taken off from. And then, of course, you've seen throughout the morning the rocket venting. It's full of propellant at this point, but we want to make sure that we keep the propellant tanks within bounds, of course, of pressure and temperature. This morning, a little bit easier to do that versus our last flight, which was in the middle of July. It was warmer. It's actually a nice balmy morning here down in West Texas. But again, we've got our team who have their eyes on their computer screens, making sure that everything is within bounds. And there goes the gantry retracting at T-minus 2 minutes. Let's listen in. There go the aft fin checks at the base of the rocket. Our astronauts can feel that. They are sitting at the top of a 60-foot rocket, about 20 meters tall. T-minus 1 minute. And there you can just see slightly there the gimbaling engine at the base of the rocket. All right, everybody. Chris Bosshausen, Glenn DeVries, Audrey Powers, and William Shatner are about to go where very few humans have gone before. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to launch this rocket. Godspeed, New Shepard.
Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1.
With the second human spaceflight crew. What a launch. We are on our way to Max-Q, the first milestone here on its flight to space. Obviously with the altimeter at the base of the screen as well as the speedometer. They are gaining speed on their climb to space. We have confirmed Max-Q. This is when the aerodynamic stresses on the vehicle were at their maximum. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us live for New Shepard's second human flight with Audrey Powers, William Shatner, our customers Glenn DeVries and Chris Bosshausen on board. They are well on their way to space. So far, a nominal flight, a clean burn on our Blue Engine 3. New Shepard giving them a beautiful flight to space this morning. The rocket is climbing towards an altitude. We're aiming just over the Kármán line, the internationally recognized line of space of 100 kilometers. That is about 328,000 feet. And a gorgeous view down the rocket. And now we've had main engine cut off. The BE-3 engine has shut off. And in just a moment, we're going to separate the capsule from the booster. And at that point, our astronauts will have the opportunity to get out of their harnesses and enjoy the beauties of zero G. Let's wait to listen. And there you can see a clean separation between the capsule and the booster. And there you can see the capsule from the top of the booster. They are continuing their ascent over the Kármán line. You'll know when they hit apogee, when the speed hits 0. And there they are, over 328,000 feet, over 100 kilometers. Welcome to space. The newest astronauts on board our crew capsule. And there they are. They have just about hit their apogee. at about 351,000 feet. And while we don't have apogee, I can just imagine, Jackie, they are having the time of their lives. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us live from West Texas. So far, a nominal flight for our second human crew. So exciting, Jackie, to have sent Captain Kirk himself, William Shatner, to space. I cannot wait to hear his commentary upon return, as well as our two customers, Chris Bosshausen from Australia, to all the fans tuning in from down under. A big shout out to you guys, as well as Glenn DeVries and our very own Audrey Powers. They are coming back home. The booster, of course, is going to beat the capsule back home. It is more aerodynamically shaped, of course, at the base of the capsule. It's kind of a blunt end, so it's less aerodynamic. What we're going to see coming up shortly is at the top of the rocket, we have the ring fin. There's some what we call the pie fins that extend from the ring fin, as well as the drag brakes. The pie fins, the wedge fins, help stabilize the vehicle, kind of like the feathers at the back of an arrow. And then you will also see the drag brakes. And as you mentioned, Jackie, it cuts the velocity dramatically. There you can see the wedge fins are out. Here we see the descent. We are going to expect the BE-3 engine to relight just at about 3,600 feet or about 1,200 meters above ground level. Let's wait for that now. The drag brakes have deployed. And here we come, New Shepard. Touchdown. Welcome back, New Shepard. The fourth flight to space and back for that vehicle provided a beautiful flight to space for our second human crew. Wow, that gets me every time we do this live down here in Texas. The sonic boom is so cool. Drag brakes are folding back in, as have the wedge fins. Just looks like you could fuel her up and go again. What do you think, Jackie?
And even when you know to expect the sonic boom, it still catches you off guard every time.
Talk about a rumble. A beautiful sight of our New Shepard rocket there in the West Texas desert. But of course, the show is not over. The capsule is descending. We are waiting for first the drogue chutes to deploy. Those are very much like the guide parachutes. They will subsequently be followed by the main parachutes that will first reef and then fully inflate. And there go the drogue parachutes. And here come the mains. Whew, what a flight. You can already start to hear the cheers from outside our stage here in West Texas.
after a piece of pod cola. Like there's a lot. Look out your window, Audrey. Oh, yeah, I see it. You know what? I can't see the booster. Where is it? Probably from the cover. It's going to rotate. I want to find that pod and take it home. How about that, guys? How about that, guys? That was unlike anything they described. All right, we got less than 1,000 feet. All right, raise. Heads down.
And here comes our crew back into the desert.
Newest astronauts 5, 96, 97, 98, and 99.
That's unlike anything you'll ever feel.
Stand by touchdown. Stand by touchdown.
Stand by touchdown.
And capsule touchdown. Welcome back, the newest astronauts. Audrey Powers, William Shatner, our customers, Glenn DeVries, and Chris Boshausen. What a day for you. Welcome back. I cannot wait to talk to them, Jackie, and just get what they experienced up there this morning. What a clean and beautiful flight from the rocket for our astronauts.
What an absolutely stunning flight. And I also loved hearing that audio of them on their way back about how this experience was for them, and I can't wait to hear their stories.
Well, you heard William Shatner say, this is like nothing I've ever experienced before. So coming from a man who in theory has experienced space
Who
for
has
decades.
gone warp speed and traveled the entire intergalactic universe. This was like nothing he's ever seen before.
What a day for our astronauts. So now our team is preparing landing safety operations and recovery of our astronauts from the crew capsule. We'll be on the ground at the landing site to follow the action in just a bit, maybe even talk to the world's newest astronauts. Some absolutely breathtaking stuff. And I'll note that you're going to see our the recovery team show up very shortly because we actually send them out before the capsule has landed, because through our modeling, we get by now we're very, very good at analyzing where the capsule is going to come down, given where we know.
Very precise on that landing.
Exactly, where the winds are. And so we're going to see the recovery team come out there, and of course they will also be joined by some of their friends and family to watch as they emerge from the capsule. Let's check out these beautiful shots of our 4 astronauts there in the Texas desert after having gone up over the Kármán line and back. And here's some beautiful shots of our 4 astronauts in the capsule awaiting the recovery team. I understand from Capcom that they have had communications with those 4 astronauts, and they have all given the thumbs up that they are doing A-OK after an exhilarating flight to space and back.
Awaiting that recovery team in that champagne shower, which
Yes.
I'm now regretting that we don't have any champagne for ourselves, Ariane. That feels very unfair after this show.
There's some waves from our astronauts there. And there in the foreground, you see the capsule, the background, their ride to space, the New Shepard booster. Again, that booster has flown to space and back 4 times with this flight. And coming to get them is the recovery crew. And Jackie, you can see there, again, beautiful shots of the capsule. The parachutes actually have fallen pretty close to the capsule itself, meaning that there isn't a lot of ground wind out there. We talked about this earlier in the show, and of course we had to delay a day because of the gusty winds that have been out there. But no, today has been a beautiful day for a launch and landing of a rocket and launch and landing of 4 new astronauts.
I know we were talking to Chris a couple days ago, and he actually flew that USB full of music from around the world to space. As you mentioned, he's a DJ. So of course we have our new astronauts. We have our Club for the Future postcards that have just returned from space. And of course, you know, some of the personal items like this awesome USB full of music. I wish we could be playing some of that right now.
Well, you probably will soon. Actually,
Yes.
you know, as we mentioned, Chris Bosshausen has kind of a side gig as a DJ, DJ Crispy, and he actually released an album on Friday, and I can't wait to see what he does with that music. Some musicians on board too. Of course, William Shatner, everybody knows him as an actor. He also sings. I think that's one of the most beautiful things about what we're doing at Blue Origin. Again, opening the door to more people to go to space. Yes, the scientists, yes, the engineers, but now the artists, poets, singers, DJs, let's just see what they create coming out of this experience. We have said it before, going to space changes you. We've talked about the overview effect, and I can't wait to see how the stories that come out of, and the art that comes out of this. All right, we now have Sarah Knight going around the capsule, getting the thumbs up from each of our astronauts. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us live from West Texas, where we have just completed our second human flight of the New Shepard vehicle. Our crew on board, the great William Shatner, now who has become the oldest person to have ever flown to space at the ripe age of 90 years old, our very own Audrey Powers, as well as our 2 customers, Glenn DeVries and Chris Bosshausen. Our recovery crew is out there and is about to open the hatch. There is our founder, Jeff Bezos, giving the big thumbs up.
This looks like a familiar shot I remember seeing recently.
Yes.
A very happy
Woo!
birthday.
And here come their friends and family.
How did you rope budget?
I don't know. I don't like that.
We'll have to see. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's right.
Up on the boom, guys.
Again, thank you everybody for joining us live from West Texas at our launch site 1. Our second human space flight crew has gone to space and back up over the Kármán line, just over 351,000 feet. We're awaiting Jeff Bezos, who is now opening the hatch.
Yes.
There's Audrey Powers, a big hug from her sister.
Captain Kirk himself, the great William Shatner.
Our customer, Chris Bosshausen, the first full Australian citizen to go to space and back. And Glenn DeVries. Some big hugs from their loved ones.
In a way, it's indescribable. In a way, it's indescribable.
That's what I thought. You have to work on it. It's so hard to describe.
You have to work on it because not only is it different than what you thought, it happens so quickly. You know what the impression I had that I never expected to have is you're shooting up and this new sky.
Come here. I want one. I want to hear this. Here. You want a little of this? Okay.
The champagne showers have begun. Smiles all around. William Shatner taking in the moment clearly.
What you have done. If everybody in the world needs to do this. Everybody in the world needs to see the it was unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, you know, the little things of weightlessness. But to see the blue cover go whip by, and now you're staring into blackness. That's the thing. The covering of blue, this sheet, this blanket, this comforter of blue that we have around us. We think, oh, that's blue sky. And then suddenly you shoot through it all of a sudden, as though you whip off a sheet off you when you're asleep. And you're looking into blackness, into black ugliness. And you look down, and there's the blue down there, and the black up there, and it's just, there is Mother and Earth and comfort, and is there death? I don't know. Is that death? Is that the way death is? Whoop! And it's gone. Jesus. It was so moving to me. This experience has been something unbelievable. You see, yeah, you know, weightless, my stomach went up, and I thought, God, this is so weird. But not as weird as the covering of blue. This is what I never expected. Oh, it's one thing to say, oh, the sky and the thing and the fragile thing. It's all true. But what isn't true, what is unknown until you do it, is there's this pillow, there's this soft blue. Look at the beauty of that color. And it's so thin. And you're through it in an instant. It's how thick is it?
I mean, the atmosphere.
Is it a mile? 2
No,
miles?
I mean, it depends on how you measure because it thins out, but maybe 50 miles. Not even.
But you're going 2,000 miles an hour. So you're through 50 miles, whatever the mathematics
Fast.
are.
Yeah, really
It's
fast.
like a beat, and suddenly you're through the blue.
And then it's
And you're into black. And you're into, it's mysterious and galaxies and things. But what you see is black. And what you see down there is light. And that's the difference. And not to have this, you have done something. I mean, whatever those other guys are doing, what isn't, I don't know about that. What you have given me is the most profound experience I can imagine. I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. It's extraordinary, extraordinary. I hope I never recover from this. I hope that I can maintain what I feel now. I don't want to lose it. It's so much larger than me and life. And it hasn't got anything to do with the little green planet, the blue orb, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the enormity and the quickness and the suddenness of life and death oh my God. It's something.
It's so beautiful.
Beautiful, yes, beautiful in its way, but
No, I mean your words.
oh my words.
It's just amazing.
I don't know. I can't even begin to express what I would love to do is to communicate as much as possible the jeopardy, the moment you see how the vulnerability of everything. It's so small. This air, which is keeping us alive, is thinner than your skin. It's a sliver. It's immeasurably small when you think in terms of the universe. It's negligible. This air. Mars doesn't have it.
Right there.
Nothing. I mean, and when you think of way carbon dioxide changed to oxygen, and what is it, 20% or something, that level that sustains our life, it's so thin to dirty it. I mean, that's another whole
And you shoot
subject.
through, what you were saying about shooting through it so fast.
So quickly, 50 miles
Then you're just in blackness.
You're in death. The moment
This is life.
This is life, and that's death. And it's in an instant, you go, wow, that's death. That's what I saw.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And wow.
I am overwhelmed. I had no idea. You know, we were talking earlier before going, well, it's going to be different. It's going to, and you have whatever that phrase is you have a different view of things. It doesn't begin to explain, to describe what for me. I mean, everybody's going to, but. And this is now the commercial. Everybody, it would be so important for everybody to have that experience through one means or another. I mean, maybe you could put it on 3D and wear the goggles and have that experience. I mean, that certainly is a technical possibility. But what you need also, we're lying there and I'm thinking, listen. One delay after another delay, we're lying there, and I think, how do I feel? And I'm thinking, I'm a little jittery here. And when they move the page, there's something in the engine. They found an anomaly in the engine. They found an anomaly in the engine. We're going to hold a little longer. You're going to hold a little longer. And I feel this, the stomach, the biome inside, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm thinking I'm a little nervous here. Another delay, I'm a little more nervous, and then the thing starts. By the way, the simulation they have to be warned. It's only a simulation. Everything else is much more
Doesn't
powerful.
capture.
Doesn't capture the and besides which, the jeopardy. Bang! This thing hits. You go, well, no, you know, that wasn't anything like the simulation.
The G-forces
the
pulling your
G-forces.
skin
And
back.
just tell me, what's going to happen to me?
Yeah.
Am I going to be able to survive the G-forces? You feel that?
Yeah,
Am I
for
going to
sure.
survive it?
Yeah.
And then I think, good Lord, that, you know, just getting up the bloody gantry was enough. Oh my God, what an experience! What? Nothing.
It looked like you had a moment of camaraderie with your.
Oh, we all hugged
crewmates
each
up there
other.
and-
You know, you share. It's like being in battle together, really. And there is this bonding of being in battle, but you're also embattled inside yourself. Oh my goodness! Wow, I have had an experience.
We're gonna pin you guys now.
Okay. All right. No.
Wow.
Remember that conversation we had about it not being expectations?
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us live. Our second New Shepard astronaut crew has made it home. We just heard some wonderful words from William Shatner, Captain Kirk, who finally had the opportunity to go to space. He became the oldest person to have ever flown to space at the age of 90, if you can believe it. He, of course, went up there with our very own Audrey Powers, our two customers, Glenn DeVries and Chris Bosshausen. Jackie, you heard what William Shatner was saying. What a moment. Everybody needs to see this. He was commenting on, you know, the fragility of it all, just how thin. You think, oh, here we are, it's all covered in blue. But then when you go in a rocket, go through it, and you see how quickly it turns to black. I mean, he was literally moved to tears by it. And it is, we've talked about it before. Rockets with people on board is an emotional experience.
And right now, we're about to see our 4 newest astronauts be pinned with those astronaut wings. So let's check that out.
How was your experience?
It's going to take me a while to be able to
You're going to have to process that.
It was incredible. It was the most incredible thing I've ever.
I have the great honor of pinning this on you. Not many people have been where you have.
On the other hand, if you speak now as this thing is fresh, well, not only fresh, flooding, like
Chris? Yeah.
Totally immersed in.
I have the great honor of pinning this on you. Back there. Welcome to a very small club. You did. Bill, it's my real honor to pin this on you. I'm very excited about your ability to communicate this. It's so important for so many people. Oops, this one bent.
So am I.
Do you have a spare one?
I never wanted to tell
We have
him.
a spare, don't worry.
Sorry, this is Audrey's.
Oh,
See,
can we get a
that's,
spare one for Bill real quick? Or you think you can unbend that?
I was gonna try.
That's all right, guys.
No,
We'll
we'll get it.
Oh yeah.
pretend I didn't.
Wow,
do it.
good job.
Look at her.
Perfect.
Did she
7.
unbend it?
She did.
Clutch. This is the hardest part of the mission.
All right. Thank
Bill,
you.
you're amazing. You're an amazing person. Audrey, you are so deserving of this.
Thank you.
You've worked so hard on this program, and all your life, you've been dreaming of this.
Isn't that true? What a gift.
Sorry, these things are tricky. I can see. I have more sympathy for Jeff Ashby now. Poor guy. He had to do it in front of a big crowd. It's just that the Nomex is very tough.
Oh, that's true.
It's like really fights you.
There we go. I heard it. I heard it.
That snap.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Okay, guys, we have 4 astronauts before you.
That was absolutely amazing. As Jeff said, we've got 4 astronauts before you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for Blue Origin's second human flight. Of course, a special thank you to Chris Boshausen and Glenn, our customers. We look forward to, in the next several years, flying more and more of you customers from around the world. And if you watching at home are interested in flying with us, please go to BlueOrigin.com and click on Fly to Space. We cannot wait to send you up. Jackie, thank you so much for spending this time this morning on the desk with you. It was so much fun.
Thank you, Ariane. It was an incredible day, and I cannot wait to hear the stories from these astronauts, especially Audrey. I'm so excited to see her, give her a big hug, and hear how her experience was.
Absolutely, and we already heard from William Shatner and how he's still trying to find his words, and certainly Glenn and Chris, who have vowed as well to share the story with the rest of the world. Cannot wait to hear that. Everybody, the road to space is being built. You're seeing it right here. We took a big step today. And if you are interested in joining our extraordinary team, please visit our website.
Yes, please join us. From 2 people who have been at Blue Origin for quite a long time, please come join us. And if you'd like to commemorate the day Captain Kirk flew to space, we of course have mission patches. Here you see it on the screen, apparel and other collectible gear in the Blue Origin shop.
Everybody, my name is Ariane Cornell. For Jackie Cortez and everybody here at Blue Origin, thank you for joining us. And until our next launch, Gradatum Ferociter.